We begin tonight with a historic storm heading our way. We are now under a tropical storm warning. The National Hurricane Center upgraded the tropical storm watch a little after 8 o'clock tonight. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
And I'm Jesse Pagan. The upgrade to a tropical storm warning means we will see tropical storm force winds within the next 36 hours. Right now, Hilary is a Category 4 hurricane south of Baja California, where people are already feeling it.
We have team coverage tonight from all across San Diego County. Our Steve Fiorina is live in Mission Bay with how waterfront businesses are getting ready. Rocio de la Fe is live in Santee showing you what to do if the power goes out. And CBS 8's Anna Laurel is live on Coronado tonight with the disbelief and denial from some San Diegans.
We start with CBS 8 Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis with everything we know right now. Carlene?
Yeah, that latest update did come in, and so we were talking about a watch, the first ever being issued for Southern California, but now it's a warning. So let's go ahead and take a look at the latest when it does come to Hilary. It is still a major hurricane the size of Texas. You're talking about a Category 4 hurricane that's just towards the southern tip of Baja California, over about 280 miles. That's just towards the southwest, and you're talking about maximum sustained wind speeds at about 130 miles per hour. So those wind speeds have come down from earlier today when we had it up to about 145 miles per hour. So it is starting to show signs of weakening. It's moving towards the north-northwest at about 13 miles per hour. It looks to be just towards the west of Baja California as a Category 1 hurricane before making its impact here for us in Southern California, especially for San Diego County, and that would be a little bit after 5 p.m. as a tropical storm. But the catch is a lot of the wind and rain is going to come well ahead of that center of circulation moving over us. So we'll go ahead and break down what we're expecting for each region coming up in your complete forecast. And a lot of people are talking about Hurricane Hilary online, but it seems like a lot of people really don't think something's going to happen.
My team is closely monitoring Hurricane Hilary, which has the potential to bring significant rain and flooding to Southern California. FEMA has pre-positioned personnel and supplies in the region, and they're ready to respond as needed. I urge everyone in the path of this storm to take precautions and listen to the guidance from state and local officials.
President talking about the hurricane. It's expected to make landfall, as Matt said, off Mexico's Pacific coast and track to Southern California, where storms like this are very rare. So rare, it's the first time the U.S. National Hurricane Center has issued a tropical storm watch in Southern California.
Carlene, you've covered a lot of hurricanes. You might be surprised at what I saw today. No, people are not getting ready. The Hotel Del behind me, none of the windows are boarded up. And you know, that is something that typically people do that are getting ready to have a hurricane or tropical storm head their way. I did speak with the mayor of Coronado tonight. He says that the city went ahead and cleared out the storm drains to be ready for all the extra water, and they gave out all the sandbags that they have. But for the average citizen that I spoke with tonight, they act like nothing is about to happen. All along Ocean Boulevard on Coronado Island, the windows of the beautiful multi-million-dollar homes reflect a perfect California sunset. Patio furniture still sits outside. It does not look like a hurricane the size of the state of Texas is barreling just hours south of here. Does it look like we're getting ready for a hurricane here?
No.
Lizette Vasquez is in town on vacation from Houston. She's seen her share of hurricanes and tropical storms.
They start boarding things up, they start closing things, and they start, getting everything together.
What's this look like?
Like nothing's gonna happen. They're not prepared.
What are you doing to get ready for this hurricane?
You're looking at it.
Like everyone we saw tonight, Chad James was enjoying a beautiful Friday night at the beach. He runs the PB Surf Shop. He says the storm that hit in January and flooded the Mission Beach boardwalk did not hurt his shop, so he feels like it should be safe this weekend, or at least he hopes it will be.
Starting January 1st here, it's been completely weird, so I guess we just expect anything to happen.
I just think we're not used to it. When someone says, tropical storm or hurricane's coming, I don't think they're used to it. I think
Walden Keys is a lifelong Mission Beach resident and business owner here.
where I haven't seen one window here on the ocean front Anywhere here in Mission Beach or Pacific Beach, that's been boarded.
He did see a couple people bag some sandbags. Not sure if a couple will help. The reaction all over the boardwalk is the same.
Is it really going to hit? We don't believe it's going to hit.
A little San Diego denial.
You see that happen with a lot of other hurricanes at different times, right? People weren't really prepared and they didn't take it very serious, and look what happened. So I think no matter what, you never know. Mother Nature's unpredictable.
A tropical storm has not hit California since 1939. This is a look at that 1939 storm before the days of the precise storm tracking. So it caught people completely off guard, and 93 people were killed at land and sea. 11 inches of rain fell, washing away homes from Huntington Beach to Malibu, and winds reached 65 miles an hour. As we welcome in Jessica Birch. Jessica, you are a busy girl this morning as you're tracking this. Tell us about how you're tracking this storm, which is now a hurricane.
Exactly. Now we're at a Category 4 for a hurricane. Let's actually head over to the vid wall real fast. I'm going to show you a couple things that you really want to pay a close attention to. First things first, the National Hurricane Center updates this every 6 hours, the track. So as we're looking at it right now, max winds are at 145 miles per hour. That's a Category 4 in full force. It'd be 157 if it were to be a Category 5. And as we take a look at the track too, Nicole, watch this. As it heads north, look at the different colors that we're seeing. We're seeing yellow, we're seeing green. That's the sea surface temperature. This hurricane's going to start decaying right around the corner as it makes its way into California because the sea surface temperatures are a lot cooler. It's going to hit landfall. That also helps it decay. So by the time it actually hits San Diego, the biggest concern for us is actually, of course, flooding.
Well, Anna, you know, some people you spoke to say they're still in denial, but others I spoke to today say they rather be safe than sorry when it comes to the store. I spoke to people who made these last-minute trips to grocery stores, hardware stores, as well as gas stations.
I haven't seen anything like this in my entire life.
San Diegans are filling up stores across the county as Hurricane Hilary inches closer to Southern California.
It's mayhem. There's lines. People are lined up halfway down the aisles.
Just yesterday, stacks of water bottles lined the outside of the Savants in Claremont. Today, we watched as workers brought out dozens of new cases.
As everybody thinks it's COVID all over again, 2.0.
Over in Miramar, at Harbor Freight Tools, staff say they've been selling more generators, tarps, and sand than ever.
I noticed on the shelves, most of the tarps are gone.
Jim Hogan says he bought this tarp to help cover a friend's roof. He first came to the hardware store yesterday and found the shelves full. But today, he says there were only 2 tarps left. He thinks the storm won't be too bad, but believes people should take the necessary steps to protect their homes.
Have some weatherproofing around your house. Whatever you think is susceptible to damage, you know, take precautions in that area.
Fragile hillsides already eroded, with buildings left as cliffhangers are in harm's way now. Slides like this one in April are the biggest threat if pounding rain hits as forecast.
The city of Los Angeles is mobilizing in advance of the landfall of Hurricane Hilary. This is potentially an unprecedented extreme weather event for Los Angeles, Southern California, and the rest of the West Coast.
All day Friday, authorities took advantage of the calm before the storm to build berms in vulnerable beach communities. High surf is on the way and swiftwater rescue teams are on standby. And lifeguard Julio Rodriguez has a warning for anyone thinking about a day at the beach.
I saw some forecasts potentially 4 or 6 foot range, so not gigantic surf, but definitely tumultuous waters.
Well, if you combine the high surf, the expectation of the high surf with the high winds, that's when we start getting into trouble. You know, we recommend to people stay off the beach, in particular if there are thunderstorms.
Flooding is also a major concern after huge winter storms saturated California. Radar tracking Hurricane Hilary's path now shows the region potentially could be hit by more than 10 inches of rain.